Today we're reviewing the Windlass Persian Shamshir. It was given to us by Cult of Athena for testing purposes, so thank you, Cult of Athena. And we've been messing around with this for a number of months now. And this is our extended review. So this comes in at
$265, including sharpening.
And you should get it sharpened. And this kind of was a surprise to me because it is such a thin, light blade. I didn't expect it to be the bottle and tatami destroying monster that it is.
So good.
This goes through tatami and bottles as if they were not there at all. It's also a very pretty sword. It's got some really cool details on it. The handle is nice. It's made out of wood. The sword itself is beautiful and it's pretty durable. So as we were cutting, I got a little bit greedy and I wanted to keep doing cuts on the tatami and I got real low and I cut and I actually cut through the dowel at the bottom of it that we use as a stake. Ooh, hit the dowel. Oh, I cut the dowel in half. It did put...
That's like, what, an inch thick wooden rod?
Yeah, it did put a very minor warp in the blade, but it still cuts just as fine as it did before. It feels really nice in the hand. It cuts like you'd expect a saber-esque weapon to cut. What are your thoughts on it?
This sword, so what I like most about this sword, first off, is the hilt and handle. On a lot of models like this, the hilts and handles are just so big and chunky and they weigh way too much. This, it fits your hand super snug and it's just really comfortable. And it's every single model like this you find, the hilts are massive and chunky, and this isn't. This is appropriately proportioned.
Correct.
It's light, it's agile, and it cuts so
It cuts
clean.
so well! We just can't get over how well it cuts. It also comes with this very good scabbard, which is nothing to sneer at because a lot of times swords like this don't come with a good scabbard.
Yeah, this is akin to a dueling saber, which is why it's probably your favorite one-handed sword we have right now.
This is my favorite one-handed sword. Well, I don't know that dog.
That's true.
This is one of my favorite one-handed cutting swords, like Clark said, because it's a lot like a dueling saber. So if you want to get a destroyer of worlds for an incredibly budget price, what was it again?
$265 with sharpening.
I really can't recommend the Windlass Persian Shamshir enough. There are no downsides. Why don't you already own this?
This is also an exclusive. This is a Cult of Athena exclusive.
Yes, it is a Cult of Athena exclusive. So why haven't you bought one already? This is so good! If you've ever done any test cutting, you'll know that tatami mats get really expensive really quick. But my buddies over at Kageyama Imports are trying to change that. They have really reasonable rates for tatami mats. So if you want to do some test cutting, go ahead and check them out. You can either Google them or you can find a link to their business on my homepage where it says Gear Recommendations.